Hello and welcome to Math Lessons with Linda. Today's topic is how to solve a system of equations when you have one linear and one quadratic equation. If you have not yet talked about systems or solved systems of any sort, go back and review those videos or wait for your classroom instruction before you tackle this problem. So in a system of equations, remember that we are trying to find points of intersection. And in a system where you have a line and a quadratic, the point of intersection is more than one point, perhaps. In this case, we have a circle. This is the equation of a circle when the x and the y are squared. And this is a linear equation. So my maximum number of points of intersection now would be 2. So we will have to find two x values and two y values to get our 2 points of intersection. So we'll put points of intersection here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with this linear equation and I'm going to solve it for the y. So I'm just going to add the x to the other side. So I'm going to get y is equal to x and then minus 1. Now this x minus 1 is going to replace the y in my circle equation. So I'm going to have x squared plus, and when I get to the y, I put in x minus 1, but I must square that. Don't forget the squared. Equals 41. So I'm going to multiply this out for you. If you need to pause the video and work on it on your own, go ahead and do that. But I'm going to do this part for you. So when I square x minus 1, I get x squared minus 2x plus 1, keep my 41. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to combine some like terms here and get 2x squared minus 2x plus 1 equals 41. It looks like since we have a squared still, we're going to have to factor. So let's set our equation equal to 0. Let's move this 41 over here. So 2x squared minus 2x, now minus 40 equals 0. So before I try to factor with 2 sets of parentheses, let's factor out this GCF, right? So let's factor out the 2, make our numbers a little bit smaller. That's going to be just a minus x now, and minus 20. So this is the part that I need to factor. So let's go up here and do x squared minus x minus 20 and factor this. So I'm going to use an x in both of these positions, and then factors of 20 that are going to give me a -1, I'm going to use 5 times 4. My 5 has to be the negative, it's the bigger term, and I need negatives. So now I have x minus 5 equals 0, and x plus 4 equals 0. So I get x is going to equal 5, and x is going to equal -4. So here are my 2 x values. So let's go ahead and we'll set up our points. So we have one that's a 5, and one that's a -4. So once we have the x's, let's go back to this really easy equation over here where we have y equals x minus 1. We'll do it for both kind of together here. So I'm going to have 5 minus 1. So y is going to be 4. When the x is 5, the y is 4. So let's put that up here. Let's do the same thing, but now we're plugging in that -4. So -4 minus 1, that gives me y is -5. So when x is -4, the y is -5. And these 2 points are the points of intersection between the line and the circle. And that's one way of solving a system with a linear and a quadratic equation.